I remember my family took a trip to Morocco, and this was also when I realized my dad was famous, because I was like, we're in Morocco.
Yeah,
who knows you in Morocco?
Look, daddy is a big deal.
Yeah, I was like, so what? And this group of women followed him into the bathroom.
No, they did not.
Promise.
Ooh,
This is born to the game, where legacy speaks in every beat and rhyme. The passionate peaks, we're writing our own verse in this timeless song. With swagger in our stride, this is where we belong. Born to the game, carrying the flame, echoes of the past, but it's a new name. Through highs and lows, we rise and proclaim. This is born to the game, where legacy speaks for itself.
welcome to Born to the Game, produced by Arca Media Group in collaboration with Inflection Network and distributed through iHeartMedia. This is a space where the children and families of iconic athletes, entertainers, and cultural figures share the truth behind legacy. Not just what their families did, but who they are and how that legacy continues. Today's guest grew up in a world where laughter was second nature, but confidence, that was something she chose to build for herself.
She is the founder of Pretty Lucky Lips, a beauty brand rooted in self-expression, boldness, and owning your own voice. She's creative, stylish, thoughtful, and proof that legacy doesn't have to be followed, it can be redefined.
She is the daughter of legendary comedian Cedric the Entertainer. But today, you're going to meet Lucky for Lucky. Please welcome to Born to the Game, Lucky Rose Kyles. Hey, so we do this thing where we're like,
go like that.
hey girl, how are you?
What an intro.
Yes,
Like, oh my God.
You know, we had to do it for you.
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're better now that you're
Look.
here.
You are a bundle of just so much just positive, beautiful energy and joy. Your
Yes.
smile is contagious.
Thank you guys so
Yes.
much.
You know, this is our first time meeting face to face.
I know, IRL.
Yeah. Our dads, you know, are good friends. They hang out. And so if I feel like I've known you,
Yes.
known about you. So just meeting you, I'm like, you're gorgeous. I'm just staring
So
at you
gorgeous.
like you are.
You guys are so sweet. Like I just said, you guys are
stunning.
Amazonian goddesses.
She did say that. She did. And
I felt so
know.
short when I walked in, and then
Yeah.
I met you, and I was glad that we were
Yeah.
like,
We're normal
Yeah,
height.
I was
It's the
Please.
heels. It's just I decided to put on the 6-inch, you know,
On top of her
stiletto.
6'1".
Right.
I
She's 6'1"
wish.
was-
I wish.
I love it.
But you make up in other areas.
Yeah, I'm a good 5'2".
And that's okay. And that's okay.
That is okay.
So we have you here because we just would love to hear your story and just your perspective of being born into a life where, again, your father is such a legend in his
Culture
respective
icon.
industry. Oh my gosh. And I know there's so many viewers who, again, it's easy for people to know your dad. Google him, we see him all the time, but we don't really get to see a product of him, his
Right.
daughter, you know? And so we want to get to know you and talk about what you're doing and where you're going and who you are becoming. Is that okay?
Yes.
Is that
Let's
okay
do
for
it.
us to just
It's
get
gonna
the
be
party?
fun.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna kiki.
Yes.
We're gonna have a good time. So first question is just, what was it like growing up with the Cedric the Entertainer as your dad? Like, who is he?
The Cedric.
Yeah, yeah, the Cedric.
Well, you know what's so funny is that I actually don't think I realized my dad's stardom until like way later in life. Like it was not something that like, and I don't understand how I didn't like.
Pick up on it.
I have no clue how I didn't pick up on that. Maybe until, I think it was around the time he got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Wow. Oh,
And
that would do it.
Yeah, and I
you
was like,
said that'll do it. What age were you?
I think I had to have been like 13 maybe.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
older.
that's-
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
older.
I was probably like 8th grade-ish.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
I think, you know, at the time, like Netflix had just started to do comedy specials. Like that was starting to happen, and he got his.
Okay.
And I was like, wait, Dad has a comedy special?
You're like, what you been doing,
I know.
Dad?
I was like, wait, Dad, this comedy thing is working out for you. Like you're kind of
Working out for you.
Yeah, I was
She
like,
says that as if like,
you might be doing
girl,
something.
you know he's been making us laugh forever.
Had no idea.
Oh, my
no idea.
goodness.
It didn't like register to me. Like and you know, I think sometimes too, I kind of felt like I knew that like he was in like the comedy world and like we would go to like premieres and things, but I always kind of felt like he was like Black famous. Like, 'cause you know there's a difference.
what you mean Black famous? So like,
But
can you elaborate? What does Black famous
I
mean?
do know what you mean.
You understand? Like there's certain celebrities and icons that are only exclusive to the Black community.
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
so you didn't realize
he
the
was
global reach.
universal.
No,
Yeah.
And
I
the
had no
universe-
clue that he
Wow.
had reached like outside of like people
Our
of our
community,
demographic.
yeah.
Yeah, like.
But
and-
even when he's in your like, okay, you're thinking he's the Black celebrity.
right.
What? How did that make you feel? Just even knowing? I know it sounds crazy, but you still know that he's a celebrity of some sort, right?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? Like, but it's normal, I guess, to you still, right?
It was always very normal, and I
Okay.
think my parents did such a good job at keeping, because I'm the baby, there's three of us. And I think that they did a really good job at keeping us all super humble.
Okay.
And we didn't make our dad like an appendage to our personality
Okay.
and like his stardom
Okay.
and you know, clothes and vacations
Yeah,
and cars and this. Like
yeah.
I don't think we understood truly the monetary value
Okay.
of it all. I think my mom was just really focused on us being kids.
Yes.
And so
That's great.
along with that, she really didn't want us in the limelight too much. Like
Yeah.
she really didn't want us to be, you know,
The celebrity
the
kid.
celebrity
who,
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
who's out.
She tried to really keep us away from that.
Mhm.
Of course, like we would go to like I have like my oldest memories are like sitting in backstage of like comedy shows and
I was gonna ask you.
yeah, and like, you know, just
okay.
running around backstage and doing things like that. But I was always with my mom.
Okay.
Like always, 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 always.
Okay.
And so it just kind of felt like how you go to the playground. Like it was just a part of my
Your everyday routine.
yeah, it was like on the weekend we'll be at the forum. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
and to me it wasn't the forum because I'm
Yeah.
5. It was
Yeah.
like, you know, just some place where Dad's working. Like it
Yeah.
hadn't computed like that yet.
Okay.
And I was just, you know, playing with blocks and
Yeah.
Barbies
That
and
was
dolls. Like it hadn't really gone there yet. But
Okay.
when I realized I had watched I had watched like some of his movies. I had watched Johnson Family Vacation. That was the only one I was allowed to
We
watch.
love that movie.
That
Why is it so
movie.
good?
We love that movie.
it's so good.
Iconic.
No, it actually is.
Mariah and I we're movie dorks.
Yes.
And like that is one of them that we
is-
like to watch.
We will turn that on just because it's a Tuesday.
Yes.
It's
and
so
I have
classic.
nothing else to
Yes.
do, but I want a classic to
Literally.
watch.
Yeah.
And we'll turn it on.
It's so fantastic. I mean,
Uh-huh.
first of all, Bow Wow. It's like
We
Okay.
love that.
why is like
Who didn't have a crush on Bow Wow?
We
growing
all
up,
did.
though. Yeah, we all
Everyone
did.
did. He's
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah.
Bow Wow Solange
Yes.
is in the movie.
I mean,
yes.
Like
The community, our
Yes.
community.
it was just absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Young Jason Momoa.
Okay.
Like
Whoa.
wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's an amazing film. And so that was the only one I could watch because it was like his most like childish film.
And what year did that? Because I want to link the age because we're
Man,
about a
when was
decade.
that?
We're not going to reveal our age.
Exactly.
But we're at least a decade older than you.
Evan, can
and
you look
that
that up?
movie came
When,
out when we
Johnson's-
were.
2005, I think.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, so
Someone tell me
you
if
saw
I'm
it for the
wrong.
first
4?
time.
Okay. I was born in 2003.
Right, so it came out when you
Aw,
were a
child.
baby. So you saw it.
I'm a young lady.
She is a baby, a beautiful baby. So you saw it at what age for the first time?
Like maybe too young. Like maybe like 6 or 7. Or
Okay.
8. Yeah.
Okay.
It was absolutely the first movie that I
Yeah.
saw of his for the first time. And then
What did you feel when you saw him on TV?
screen?
Yeah.
I think it was exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was absolutely exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I was accustomed to seeing him live perform, but like
Okay.
seeing him
Oh.
on film was so cool.
Yeah.
And like, you know, seeing him really like act.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
But then like it also like I remember because you know he has a whole different family like in
in the movie. Yeah.
And so it's so funny to see him like play dad on screen because he's my dad.
Right.
So it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of silly because it's like you would never say that. Or, like,
I was about to
you
say,
would
so
never do
any
that.
similarities that you would see on camera and you're looking in real life, like you
that's
don't
not
do this,
real.
Dad.
Like no, but you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, so in Johnson Family Vacation, he's kind of like type A about them traveling.
Yes.
And my dad is absolutely like that. We call him Travel
funny.
Man.
Like he has to be like on
Does he
time
keep
and he has
He's
an
ridiculous.
itinerary.
He's actually
That's
ridiculous.
hilarious.
And we all know, we're like, uh-oh, Travel Man's coming out. Because he, like, needs everything. It has to be on time. Like, the I-10 by 10, like, that's so him. Like, that's so him. His favorite thing
we
is...
say that still. I-10 by 10.
I know. He'll say, church on the move. And that means, like, okay, we have to all start walking now. Like, it's time to go. He needs, like, all of his things carried. Like, he needs, like... He just needs all the things. He has to be in some type of, like, lounge.
Yeah.
He's, like, it's a whole situation. And he doesn't like any complications.
That's hilarious.
That sounds like Uncle Wood. No
It does. It
complications.
does.
Yeah.
It sounds just like my father. But I was going to ask you, do you think that is something viewers would be surprised to know about your dad? That he is very structured and, you know, I-10 by 10.
He's so funny and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
carefree. It's like I would never think that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty chill, like,
Okay.
most of the time. It's just when he's traveling. But typically, it's because he has, like, somewhere to be. Like, he has to
Okay.
work. But I think because I'm, like, the most type B person ever.
Okay.
Like, I'm super organized, but I'm, like, well, I don't know. Like, let's just figure it out. Like,
Wherever the wind blows me, that's where I'm going to be. Okay.
Exactly. And I think me and my aunt are the only people that are like that, but we're also the most adventurous.
Okay.
So we travel alone a lot.
Okay.
And like we actually just took a trip to Asia where we didn't have any like places to stay. We didn't have any visas. We were like, let's just go.
Good for y'all.
Let's just
I
go and
love
figure
y'all
it
live
out.
on the edge.
Yeah, no, we're actually a
I
little
love
ridiculous.
that.
That's living on the
Okay.
edge, no visa.
We're actually super
And we just show up with no itinerary, no hotel would
Just
freak
show
me
up.
out though.
No, I was like, okay, girl, we have to figure out where
Yeah,
we're
the
staying.
hotel would.
But we did. It's like the type of thing. It's like we'll find it when we get there.
Yeah.
Like we're just
And I love
so
that for you.
we're so spontaneous.
Yeah.
So I think, but my dad can't roll like that. He needs to know
Okay.
what's going on. Only with the travel.
Okay.
But once he gets where he's going,
He's
then
good.
he's out in the streets. He's just outside.
So was humor part of your home life? Like, was he funny
yes.
at home? Would he ever run jokes by you at home?
oh my
Any
God.
joke
Do
you're
y'all
like
jolly
that?
on each other?
Yeah.
1,000%.
Okay. Okay.
1,000%.
Any joke that he says and you're like, Dad, no, that's a corny dad joke.
You know what? Very rarely.
Okay. Okay.
But he knows that it's corny.
Okay.
And I'll just be like, okay, Dad. Like, all right. But I always tell everyone my mom is way funnier than him.
Is she?
What?
She's absolutely ridiculous. She's hilarious.
Oh, I love that.
And I think that's why they're so in love is because I think they bonded over
Being
humor.
over humor.
Wow.
And so he like he'll like steal a lot of his jokes from her because she's absolutely ridiculous. Like she's
Oh no, Mr. Cedric.
she's so hilarious.
Is she getting paid?
I'm about to
No,
say. Wait
they'll
a
do
minute
it
now.
like I think like as in just her little ad libs around the house
Yeah.
or like
She's his
whatever she
ghostwriter.
does. Yeah,
she is
exactly.
clearly. I'm
Exactly.
like, we need the credits.
You know,
Okay.
honestly, he steals stuff from everything we say, like all of us. Like he'll write about me all the time. He used to write jokes about me in high school and things I would say with my friends. And then I remember one time he went on stage and he said somebody's name, and I was like, Dad, you can't say their name. Like, because I
They're
would
gonna
go
be
in
watching
his
this,
office
like-
and gossip with him.
Yeah.
That's our favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
I like go and we'll like gossip about like what's happening at my school or here, my roommates, whatever. And then he'll go on stage and say verbatim when I said, I was like, Dad, you cannot.
Oh my God, I would be mortified. He'll be like, yeah, Lucky's
On
friend
his-
at
on his
school,
No, I like
Kaylee,
special.
Dad, you cannot say that.
So does he run his jokes past you when they're about you before
no,
he does them?
Never.
Oh my god.
he said, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Oh my
Never.
And y'all just gonna have to laugh when I say it.
Yeah, no,
And
he never does. But after that, then he doesn't do that anymore. But actually on his Netflix special, and I was so mad at him because I was ridiculed for months, he has a joke where I asked him if animals commit suicide. And I did not ask him that. And I'm actually glad I can set the record straight.
He said that you asked him that?
He was like, oh, I have this daughter. She's really smart and really like weirdly curious. And she asked me if animals commit suicide. Of course, he like says it in some like, you know, hilarious way. And it like goes into all this other stuff. But I remember going to school, and I think I was like in the 8th grade, like going to school afterwards, and my teachers being like, lucky you think animals commit suicide. And I was like, I did not say that.
Look in that camera right there and
right,
tell the people.
I never said that. I actually think my brother asked him that, and then he just used my name.
Not collateral.
Not you being collateral damage.
He already had a joke about my
Cedric.
brother. So he was like, oh, I have to throw Lucky in there. I did not say that, and I'm glad I can set the record straight. I did not ask if animals can commit suicide.
It was her brother.
I will
say it's an interest. I mean, it's
that's something you think about at 3 a.m.
It's
like,
thought-provoking. I will say that, but girl, you clear the air
right here on Born to the Game. You cleared it up.
Clearing the air. Didn't say that.
It seems like you have
funny joke though.
But it seems like you inherited a little bit of his personality. Like you're bubbly. Yeah. You know, you have joy. Like you have great energy. Is there anything else you think you inherited from your dad?
I am ridiculously funny. I will say that.
I love that. I will agree. I will agree.
I am super funny. I do think, and he knows I'm really funny too. But I think we both have an ability to just like yap. Like we're big chatters, and my dad's super, super charming. And I think I definitely got that from him. He's really outgoing, like kind of like talk to anybody kind of guy. My mom is really, really shy. She's, you know, insane.
My mom loves your mom, by the way.
I know. That's why I say our moms love each other.
Yeah.
She also has that ability to talk to anyone, but she is quite like timid and shy. Yeah. And she is such a behind the scenes person. She would never be able to be on camera. Kind of like how I am a little bit too.
We would never know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm able
never know.
to morph a little bit, but people always ask me, they're like, oh, are you an actress, or do you model, or are you in entertainment at all? And I'm like, no.
Never had the aspirations?
No, that's just simply not for me. I really shouldn't.
You're comfortable with being behind the camera.
I just thank you. I always tell people I should never be in front of the camera.
Well, we can't say shouldn't because you
look amazing.
You look amazing on camera.
But if it's not your thing, if it's not where you want to be, and your passion, then no.
That's much more my brother.
Okay.
He's like, so he should be an actor. He's like extremely talented, but that's just not. It just was never my calling.
So you have? How many siblings?
I have an older sister.
Okay. How old is she?
She's about 30. I can never tell. I'm like, is she 35? I think she's 35.
And once you get past 30 at all, it's all the same.
I was like, she'll kill me if I say that she's older.
She's the oldest.
She's the oldest. Okay. My brother is 25? Question mark.
Okay.
I'm like, why don't I know my siblings' ages?
I mean, because it's a blur.
It's a blur.
Yeah, I barely know mine.
He's 3 years older than me, and I'm 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How is dad with dating? Is he?
You know what?
Oh no.
Oh, actually, he's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
not like.
No. Okay. He's the best. He's like the sweetest man. Aww. He really is. He's such like a little teddy bear.
I was about to say he really is like a. Every time I see Cedric, I'm like,
he's like the most gentle, like coolest guy. I'm obsessed with him. But he has always been really cool with dating. I think I also claim that I have a really great picker. Like I've never had any bad boyfriends.
Very good.
Really?
Good for you.
No, I do a pretty good job.
Good. That means you're just a good judgment of character.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a lot of discernment.
Very good.
Good. Do you learn? Yeah. Did you learn that from your parents? You think?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely from my parents. My mom's my best friend. I tell her everything.
Okay.
Good.
And so, I mean, we like judge together. Like if someone's
together. Yeah, I love it though.
If someone's
you need
like
it. Yeah,
an adequate fit,
right?
Yeah.
You know, but I also just kind of feel it. I'm like, I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you ever go to dad for advice?
Always.
Good.
Literally always. I call him all the time for relationship advice. I call him all the time for everything.
So we have a daddy's girl. Another one.
Real bad.
We attract daddy's girls.
Real bad.
I love it.
And he's like. They have a running joke, like my family. If my dad's not picking up the phone, they'll be like, "Lucky you call him," because he'll always pick up the phone. And like, I called him the other day because I was like, I need to change my oil and I have no clue well. Like just girl problems. I'm like,
That
I
never
don't,
ends.
I don't know. I'm like, Dad, what do I do? And I called him and he was on set taping. And I was like, or like sometimes he'll be in a table read and I'll be like, okay, Dad, go to work.
Yeah.
But like, what do I do? Like, do I go to Costco? Like, you know, just I'm ridiculous.
And that will never change.
Yeah.
10 years from now,
Always.
20 years from now, it will never change.
Yeah.
You will always be his baby girl.
I know.
Always. I love that
You're
for
like,
you.
yes,
Yes.
that's for me.
Yes. But he's pretty chill with dating.
Aw.
He'd like will always give like, you know, a good stern talk.
Yeah.
But he's pretty chill. I think
love
he like
that.
trusts my
Your
like
judgment.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
your
he trusts my
discernment. Yeah.
my decisions and he's just like, she'll be fine.
Well, discernment is a big
Yeah,
word.
it
You have
is.
discernment.
Yeah.
And it only gets, I'll say, I don't want to say worse, but it only gets stronger
gets
as you
stronger.
get older.
It does.
Yeah.
Discernment. And then you're like, dang, I hate that I
Yeah.
know this, but I know this. So,
Exactly.
discernment is like,
It's
it's a gift, actually.
Especially
Yeah,
at
it's
I
her
really
think
age.
so
a
too.
spiritual gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially at your age.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
consider
I love
myself to
that
be
for
quite
you.
Yeah.
intuitive.
Yeah.
Which is great.
I mean, I definitely have made like a handful, like not even a handful, a bunch of mistakes.
Which
Of course.
is that will continue to
Like
happen.
I'm
you
22.
Want to. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You learn.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I'm like, I you know, never know what I'm doing, but I feel like my parents are so amazing because they've given me the space to like make my own mistakes and mess up and then always like help me, pull me back up, like make
love
me
that.
feel, you know, better. But my
Yeah.
dad is really great with dating advice. He really helps me out.
What's the best advice he's just giving you just about life that
And
you
in business.
Yeah, that you
have a
carry.
company.
I think, I mean, I go to him for a lot of business advice.
Okay.
Because I mean, that man does not quit. Like
Yeah.
he has so many different businesses and like streams of income, and I just it's so mind boggling to me. He's definitely like one of the hardest working people I know.
Yeah.
He's always working. And I think that's another thing I got from him, like that industrious kind
Yeah.
of mindset. Like he's
Yeah.
always thinking about the next thing. He's always thinking
Yeah.
about like a way to tweak this or tweak that, or like a avenue into a certain industry, or like his mind is always kind of
And that has influenced you and how you view success
1000%.
and discipline and work ethic.
1000%. My mom
Beautiful.
is the same way.
Yeah.
She's like a very like turn nothing into something type
Yeah.
of person, and she has like really amazing ideas.
I
Like
love that.
like where I'm like, I don't even know how you thought of it like that. Like
Yeah.
it's just really creative people.
Yeah.
But I think he has taught me the most just to create things and create as it relates to my business that feels like me.
So stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Essentially is what
Yeah,
great.
he always
1000%.
advises.
I
Good.
think in my early stages of you know, creating a business and just, you know, thinking about what I wanted it to look like, what I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
I was focusing so hard on other existing companies
Okay.
and seeing if I could mirror that, or
Okay.
like mirroring what someone else
Yes.
liked, or like
Yes.
what someone else,
Yes.
you know, what I thought they wanted.
Mhm.
And so, I mean, that never works.
It doesn't.
And he just lets me know that like I'm a person who, you know, has like, you know, energy that people are attracted to.
And you're enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And your idea is enough.
Exactly. And it can just be like
Yeah.
rooted in me, and it can
Exactly.
just feel like lucky.
Yes.
And then people will
will
want it.
gravitate
will
towards that.
gravitate.
I love
Exactly.
that. And we're going to get into your business.
Absolutely.
We, you know, we'll dive into just more about pressure and expectations and just, you know, that, and it naturally
ooh.
comes, and that naturally comes in this lifestyle, right? So we'll dive into that.
But first,
then-
we're going to get to know who you are.
Yes.
Or who you were, I should say, as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, what was...
Yeah.
So first, I want to ask you, what 3 words would you use to describe yourself?
As a child or now?
No, let's start with this now, and then we'll go backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say I sound so narcissistic.
No, do it. That's why we're
it's
here.
about
Okay.
you.
The show is about you.
I'll say intelligent.
Very good.
I think charismatic would be the word I would use. And I think maybe like genuine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I love those.
I'll say genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's me.
Intelligent.
Intelligent. I think I'm pretty smart.
No, you're very smart.
Yeah.
Intelligent, charismatic, and genuine.
Genuine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
then when we talk about Lucky as a kid, do you see yourself as you did, like as you do now? Then can you see yourself that you were always who you're going to become?
In some aspects, I was definitely I was a really shy kid. I think that, well, so for a little history, my brother and I's first language is both French.
Wow.
So we went to a French immersion school.
In LA?
In LA.
Okay, that's where you're born and raised, right?
Yes, we are LA down.
Okay.
And we went to a French immersion school. It's called Lila Lycée, from K through second. My brother went a little longer. And so I think because we went to that school, which was honestly the smartest thing, I always say the best gift my mom gave me was another language.
Yes.
Because we're both still fluent, and it's honestly the best gift, because she gave us, the world in that way. I didn't realize, and I was so angry that we had to like speak French. I was like, this is
But
so
now you
whack.
appreciate it.
Oh my God, I appreciate it
Yes.
so much. And I was also
Yes.
mad because I'm like, girl, we live in California. Why
Yeah.
don't we say
Where am I
Spanish?
going?
Right.
Yeah.
And she was like, I just want you guys to be
Smart
different.
move.
Yeah,
Smart move.
I just wanted something, and it's still to this day when I say I speak French, everyone's like, oh,
Yeah.
really? They think it's
give
so
us,
amazing.
Give us a little French.
Oh, I hate when people tell me to do.
Well,
On the spot.
me, I would love to just practice a little.
Salut, je m'appelle Lucky, j'habite à Los Angeles, et je suis très joyeux à être ici.
Okay, I know a little French. I think I can hear you.
What
said
you
my
hear?
name is Lucky. I'm from Los Angeles, and say the last thing again.
I just said
No, in French. So I'm
joyeux être ici.
What is it?
Je suis joyeux être ici.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes.
Wait, you understand French?
Yeah.
I didn't know that
I
about
spoke
you.
French for a long time.
You
too.
ate that.
I just can't speak it anymore, but I can
Yeah.
understand it because I took French for a long time too. I used to know how to speak it, but when you don't
I'm
use
in
it, you
awe.
lose it.
You absolutely ate that. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Wait, that was really impressive. I didn't know that. It sounds beautiful.
Yeah,
I
it's,
even
it's a
know if I
gorgeous
said that
language.
correctly.
So,
have you ever been to France? Have you been there?
Yes, many times.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
know they love you down
Yeah.
there. I know they
Coming
do.
in there,
And I
just
love
speaking
And then
that.
you can
it.
speak when you can speak when French
Yeah.
people know you can speak French. They
They
just
love you.
number one.
Yeah.
And
I
she's
know.
gorgeous, so
Yeah.
I know they love you
Oh,
there.
that's
Period.
sweet.
I know they love you.
Yeah, I actually I love it. I feel like it's kind of like a second home, because we also
Yeah.
went to French school in France.
Oh, for how
cool.
long?
Yes.
Oh, I love that opportunity.
My
for you.
mom would send us there every summer,
Wow. So
She wasn't playing.
So how many years did you go?
every year
Until when?
until I was 18.
Wow.
She was not playing at all. She
So
was
what
like,
was that
y'all are about
like?
to.
Tell us what was
Yeah.
that like?
It was like othering, but
Okay.
so fun. So I
Okay.
mean, we went to the French preschool,
Yeah.
and Croy and I both were the only Black kids as well as the only American kids.
Wow.
So most people, when they send their kids to an immersion school, they're usually Francophonian, which means like their parents are from some type of like French, like Canada or the
Okay.
Caribbean, or some places in Africa or whatever.
Okay.
Most of those kids' parents were French, but ours, like my mom's from like, my mom's from Inglewood, so
Yeah.
it's like she doesn't like,
Yeah.
and I think we just kind of felt a little othered. I definitely was othered, and so I didn't make any friends.
Okay.
How
And-
did that make you feel? Let's just pause
Yeah.
there. That's big.
Let's dive
when
into
you
that
not
one.
being able to make friends. Like
Yeah.
that's hard.
I was also so shy, and so
Okay.
I just didn't have any friends. I don't
Okay.
know if I necessarily, if it necessarily clicked to me like that. I was very shy in public, but I was also a really sprightly kid when I was at home, and
Okay.
I'm always really happy.
Yeah.
Like, so it wasn't anything that I really got down on myself for. My mom is such a writer, and so she would come eat lunch with me every day, like every single day.
Wow.
And so I think that maybe mind tricked me into
Okay.
not even realizing that
Yeah.
I was friendless.
Okay.
And then we had switched over to American school,
Okay.
and so I felt a lot more
Just at home.
at home
Yeah.
there. And yeah, like just kind of like blended right in. I had started to like, you know, become like a little bit more, you know, whatever, but I was always really a really curious child.
Okay.
I was always really artistic. I was really into drawing, really into painting. I used to sculpt a lot.
Wow.
I still do. I love sculpting.
Do you have some just in your home where you live, just some of the designs
like
that you
some
made?
things?
Okay.
Yeah, I make little things. I used to
Okay.
make a lot of humans, and I don't know why anyone didn't think it was weird, because I would make like naked.
I don't know.
I would
No
make
one
like
thought that was weird.
I would, because I mean there'd be like body parts and like eyeballs, and I'm not quite sure. It looked a little like strange, like if you saw it all laid out. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm like 7, so I don't know why anyone was like, why is she like doing that?
Yeah.
Or like I used to draw. As a young person, I used to draw like naked people.
Okay.
And no one thought to raise an
interesting.
eyebrow.
Like, so interesting though, because at such a young age, like
It
where
coulda
did that
turned out
infatuation
different.
came from?
I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
that's
It
so,
turned out
but
really
that's
different.
so cool just to know about you, because no one would ever think that.
Yeah,
you know, like,
I
that's so
hilarious.
cool.
No one raised an eyebrow. Everyone was like, "Oh, good job, Lucky."
Yeah,
Like,
you're being your
so
creative
funny.
self.
yeah,
I love
like
it.
I don't know, but yeah, always very creative. I then got into dance. I was a competitive dancer like my whole life. I was always like singing. And my mom was like, we need to get this baby some singing classes. Like she was like,
Oh,
she needs
man.
to. I always like, there was always some type of form of art going on.
Okay.
But I think I really found like my home in dancing, and then
Okay.
dancing became like my life for like
wow.
a couple of years. I was absolutely obsessed with it.
Okay.
But the French schools, like I was saying, she would send us there every summer. Or one summer we went to Canada. We went to Montreal.
Okay.
It just had to be a French-speaking place.
Mm.
And then she also always kept French inside the house. So she would have someone come talk to us all day, every day. So she basically made it so we only talked to our parents in English.
Mama wasn't playing.
She was really not playing about
But you
that.
have to do that, because if
Yeah.
you don't, you will lose
You will
it. Like
lose
I,
it.
that's
Okay,
why
'cause
I've
you
lost.
said you
I
lost
can't speak anymore
yours.
Yeah.
because I got out of practice of speaking.
She was super serious.
Yeah, you have to do that. You have to be immersed in the language to speak it like that, like how she's speaking.
Yeah.
But now that, do you practice the same way, or now that it's pretty like engraved
Yeah.
in?
I don't practice the same
Okay.
way. I think once I got to college, I just, because my brother and I don't live in the same house anymore, so we didn't even speak to each other
Okay.
anymore. Occasionally, I would get on the phone with my French friends and
Okay.
you know, have a conversation. But it's one of those things now where it's like every time I go there and I'm there for a couple of days, it just kind of
comes
snaps
back.
back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not really
Okay.
something I think about on the regular.
Yeah.
But I was always so upset that we would have to, because I mean, also in California, the other language that you learn in school is usually Spanish.
Spanish. Yeah.
And so I remember like we had to do like Spanish and Latin classes, and my mom told the school, they're like, they're not doing that. She was like, they're gonna do French, and the school was like, oh, we don't offer French, and she
Yeah.
was like, no, my kids
Yeah.
are gonna be doing French. And so anytime the whole class would go in to take like their Spanish class, we would go do
Something else.
We would
or
we would go do
French.
French. She would
Okay.
have someone come
there. Wow.
and she was super not playing.
Wow.
was like,
I see.
I
that
love
stuff like
that.
this is so intriguing to hear, because
Yeah. It is.
that's so
So
interesting.
what did that teach you? Just going through like learning French class, which is not something, I mean, we have French class in school, but you were completely immersed in it. So that experience, and then the lack of friendships, what did that teach you about yourself?
I think, I mean, honestly, I feel like something my parents both instilled like into all of their children was just that it's not that it's just okay to be different, but that we were different.
Okay.
Like, then that we were, because my mom made it so that we were unique children.
yeah.
And so where that was something that you kind of feel like, and I would kind of get timid about telling people I spoke French, or I'd get timid about telling people about, you know, certain accomplishments or this or that. My mom was just like, no, it's something for you to be proud of.
Yeah.
Like,
don't
it's-
run from it.
Yeah, it's absolutely something for you to be proud of.
Yeah.
It's like, even when even in the French school, being American, my mom, it was never a thing of like, well, I'm without something. It was just kind of like, I am just too, it was always positioned in a way where it was like, I have something that someone else isn't understanding, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know? And like, it never made me feel super othered in that way, because I was just like, oh, it's just not for them to understand, and it's not for me to try and get them to understand, you know, type of thing.
Yeah. And
so it wasn't really something I thought about too much, but I think I've carried that along with me, is like, I'm in the package that I'm in. That's and it's not for me to like,
I love it.
Make someone else.
Yeah. And that's beautiful that you know that at such a young age.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So when does Lucky feel the most free?
Oh, that's such a good question. Oh my God. On the dance floor? I don't know.
Okay.
I think, when do I feel the most free? I mean, I think I try to wake up and do my best and feel my best every day.
Good for you.
In some type of little moment. And like sometimes it's not like, it might be like in the car or, you know, in between walking to classes, if I have like that one certain song on and like I just, you know, the energy felt right, or you know, I meditate a lot. Sometimes it's when I'm meditating, but I do try and chase that freedom every day, I think. Yeah.
Good for you.
So it's not super designated to one place. But yeah, I'll say that.
I love that. Again, so much wisdom.
It's so much. You are just very wise.
I mean,
very,
at 22,
very
I was
wise.
not. I didn't have that same mindset, so it's beautiful
definitely
to
not.
to know.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
So tell us about some of the challenges that you faced, you know, in your younger years, growing up in the Cedric Entertainer's household.
Yes.
Right.
Your mom, I mean, I can tell, we can hear how your mom was rearing both of, you know, your siblings and yourself. But like, what is it like? What were some of the challenges that you faced that you can think about you got through?
You know what? I feel like, well, there's definitely the whole, you know, race bit of it. I mean, we lived in the Valley, and so because of that, we went to a lot of predominantly white schools, and that's always its own thing. Like being in, you know, just spaces where you don't necessarily feel like
you fit in.
Not just that you fit in, but honestly, like that you're kind of like tokenized.
That you're seen.
Oh, that you're seen too
like,
much. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, like you're just kind of like, you know, I remember like people like playing with your hair.
Oh,
which is so cringy.
I know. No, it's so bad. And then feeling self-conscious about my hair.
Yeah.
They're
like,
feeling self-conscious about your hair?
Or I was feeling self-conscious.
You were
about
feeling.
my hair.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, or just real, you know, just
because
that
it's different than everybody else.
Yeah. Or just, you know, things like that. I mean, I matured a lot younger than most people, and then I would kind of feel like
my hips are a little bigger than everybody else's. I had that too.
I did too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did too.
Just like everything. I was like, okay. And like, you know, because like we were growing up in that like that age of like the Kim K's and like the Nicki Minaj's. So it was like when I got a butt, like everyone, it was everyone's like business that I got a butt. It was like
interesting,
you know. And then I was like, like that's a little weird.
That's so interesting because it's polar opposite for us. Because I mean, I grew up in Katy, Texas, where everyone was this big. Very narrow, so if you had hips and a butt, it's like
it was weird. So
fat.
I went to a predominantly white school as well. In 5th grade, I got
your hips
I was a rail, and then over the summer, my hips and butts, and I got stretch marks.
And
I remember I was like in the locker room or in the like swim parties. Everybody was like looking at me because everybody else was still, you know, they were white girls, so they were still really skinny, and I had developed, and they were looking at me like,
same.
And I felt so horrible about myself because I was like, why do I have a butt now? And like I have stretch marks. I'm like, I'm not grown, but like it just happened overnight. And I remember feeling like that. I remember feeling so horrible.
And you just feel so on display.
And and again, there wasn't very many other black girls there, so it was no one else that could share the, you know what I mean? So it was just like, oh my God. It's a horrible feeling.
No, it was a very horrible feeling. And along with that, being a competitive dancer, like you have to like change all the time in front of people in like, you know, random rooms. and in cars, like, you know, and my mom's thinking that you're a little girl. Like, she's like, girl, just change. Like, she would tell me all the time, she'd be like, you ain't got nothing, just change. Yeah. But, you know, you're feeling self-conscious because you're like, no, I have hips now. Yeah. Like, I don't know where those came from. Yeah. And just, you know, it was a lot of things like that where I was like, okay, that's weird. I mean, as it related to my dad, I don't think like any challenges really surfaced for me. I mean, definitely, I think the only thing that when you have a famous parent, you know, some people do treat you differently.
Right. They do. Yeah.
It can be a little hard. I definitely noticed that more, you know, kind of high school, college age. Yeah. Definitely when I got to college, though, that was like so clearly evident. Yeah. My best friend and my roommate, her name is Raquel. Her name is Raquel Justice. She's David Justice's daughter.
Oh, very cool.
Okay. And so, yeah, you guys should have her.
Well, come on, girl. Raquel Davis, come on.
She should have came with me. Yes. She actually, y'all would have loved her. She's a mess.
Yes.
And so she, you know, growing up with, and she's an actress.
Okay.
She just, shout out Raquel, she just did Dexter.
You go, girl.
She just did Dexter. Okay. And she's super talented, and she had a movie come out like 2 years ago.
Period.
It was actually a basketball movie.
Period.
Yes, Raquel Justice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always here representing her.
Yes, period. Friends, friendships.
But we definitely had a conversation. So her and I met in high school, and we became best friends. And then we both took a gap year together. We traveled the world.
Oh, good for you, Lucky.
And then
hearing young girls just take on the world. I love it.
And then we decided to go to college together and room together. And we had a conversation because I was like, you know, when we got there, nobody knew we were coming. Okay. And because, you know, when you like go to college, they have like those Instagram pages and you can like meet people. We didn't do that.
Okay, good.
And so I think we just kind of had a conversation of like, so I don't think no one knows. And I went to Sierra Canyon. Okay. In high school in Chatsworth. And for anyone who knows that school, that's like the celebrity kid school. Yes. Yeah. And so being a celebrity kid wasn't a big deal there because like everyone's dad is someone. Like I was in class with like Scottie Pippen's kids and like, you know, and Kevin Hart and, you know, and just, it was not a big deal. But now we're transitioning into a school experience where it is a big deal. Like people have never met a famous person in their life. Yeah. So we kind of were like, you know, we wanted to build real connections and it was important to both of us that we didn't just stick together and glom onto one another.
Beautiful. Yeah.
We really wanted to make friends with people. And so we made it a point not to talk about our parents when we were, you know, talking to people. So if someone would ask me like, oh, what do your parents do? I'd be like, oh, my mom's a costumer. Okay. Like I never mentioned my dad. Okay. Or if someone would ask her, she'd be like, oh, my mom designs jewelry. You know, things like that, because we just didn't want it to be a topic of the conversation. And then obviously, like, you know, month 3, people found out because like you exchange Instagrams, like, you know, whatever, it's your dad's birthday, things happen. And, you know, there are the certain people that, like, you know, act like they're a little closer to you than they actually are. Yeah.
Name drop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, get a little too excited. I would have, like, people in high school that would, like say, like, keep on inviting themselves to my home. And, like...
Inviting themselves to your home.
And I have an open house policy. Like, I'm so not that person. Like, anyone can come to my crib. Like, it's really not that... It's not that deep. But... It'd be like a thing of like, because I didn't invite them, they would tell people that I was having a party, and then it'd be like 11 o'clock on a Thursday, and there'd be a bunch of people outside my home, and I'd be like, what's going on?
So this is a boundaries issue,
isn't
right?
That
wait,
so
hold on. So you're saying that other people would invite themselves to
her
your house without you knowing?
Yes. Yeah. Just so that they could get to my house.
And just say
so
that. So
what would your parents say? Like, what?
They would just be like, what's going on? And then I would explain, and they'd be like, what? And then, you know, party was over.
But it seems like there's, again, people feeling like
they just have autonomy.
They have the right to enter your space.
Yes.
That there's
that's
no
crazy.
boundaries. And so how, knowing this and experiencing this, how did you combat that? Because that's something I know I personally have experienced a
Right.
lot. People just feeling like they have the right to be in your space and you don't have the right to set up boundaries. Is that something that you still deal with today? Is that hard for you to do now?
It's definitely easier in college, again, for sure, because Raquel and I are both like, super opening people. We lived in this, we were roommates and we were in a dorm. And so we were just kind of like, leave the door open, like everyone can come and hang. Like, I'm not like, it wasn't a thing of like, oh, they can't come in my room. Like, I was like, no, like everyone can come chill. Like, I'm super like talkative.
Open
like, I'm going to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
And so we would get a little annoyed because in the moments where like her and I just went into like watch a movie and like just be alone.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm just chilling in my room or whatever, and people are knocking on your door, like we had I
Oh,
can't
girl.
tell that story,
She said, I
she
can't
knows,
tell that
she
story.
knows who she is, so I won't say that.
Okay.
But people do feel like at some point our dorm felt like a communal space. Like
What?
it was starting to feel like people thought it was like the party room. It's like, oh, you're just gonna go to Raquel and Lucky's and hang out, and it was super fun.
Yeah.
For that time.
Yeah.
But at other times it's like I just need personal space.
Right.
Like
Is it hard for you to say no?
at that time, yes.
Okay.
Because I think I really was eager to make friends.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
also sometimes when you come from, nice means or
Yeah.
you were, a celebrity child or whatever, people kind of think you're persnickety. Or like they'll think nickety.
Which is true. And so you want to overcompensate
You overcompensate by being super
giving.
nice.
Yeah,
because
I
it's so
get that.
easy for people to be like,
She's
she's
stubborn.
yeah, she's stuck up.
Yeah.
She's not nice, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I definitely, at that time too, when people were finding out that about me, also a lot of the girls were not nice to me when I got to college. And I've just kind of was like, I'm like kill 'em with kindness type of person. So I was always just, welcoming, lend a hand.
Yeah.
But again, when you're a celebrity, which I am not, but I noticed from my father is that people feel like, it's so interesting that people do this, but they feel like they have like, they feel like they know you. Like, they develop these parasocial relationships with you. They watch you for years. And so they feel like they know bits about your life. And, they feel like, that they can, shoot the shit with you and, poke fun at you and, do whatever.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, okay, well, you're a stranger.
Yeah.
And like, also they, there isn't a lot of boundaries. I remember my family took a trip to Morocco, and this was also when I realized my dad was famous, because I was like, we're in Morocco.
Yeah.
Who knows you in Morocco?
Look, daddy is a big deal.
Yeah, I was like, so what? And this group of women followed him into the bathroom.
No, they did not.
Promise.
Ooh, what did your mama do?
She didn't do anything.
Okay.
She just sat. She was just eating her salmon. No, they followed him into the bathroom, like banging on his stall. Like they were so excited.
Oh my
And
God.
my dad is so chill because he always understands, like, people are excited and like this is their moment. But that's like a crazy violation of personal space. Like that's actually wild.
You're not even supposed to be in the men's bathroom.
So
number
what are
one.
you? What are you doing? And that
Does he not have security?
We were in Morocco. Like, I think we did have security there.
Okay.
And so they helped him, but
Okay.
it wasn't like the same way where we would have had security in like the States.
Okay.
But because it was just us like traveling. My
Yeah.
brother was living in Spain at the time, and so we went to go visit him, and then we took a trip to Morocco. So it was kind of like on a whim situation. Someone was there to help him, but I was dumbfounded. I was like, oh my God, my dad is really famous, because I was like, we're in Morocco. Who knows you in Morocco?
this man to the bathroom.
But definitely that's kind of the same thing of just like the crossing of boundaries.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And the other thing is like people feel like they're entitled to that time because the moment is so big for them.
Yeah.
And so if we're having a family dinner, there'll be times where like my dad might have taken me to dinner and like I'm trying to talk to him about something really serious, or like I got in a fight with my boyfriend and I need this thing, or I feel really ugly today, or like I have a pimple, and like someone just comes up and interrupts, and you know, and it's never a big deal, and I'm always super happy because you don't know how long they've waited for that photo or like that moment. But you know, it is kind of like a sobering moment sometimes. It like kind of brings you back into reality. But I think those would be the only challenges. It's just definitely trying to find like genuine friendships for sure. More so an issue when I got to college. And, you know, like out in the world. And then, yeah, just the saying no thing for sure is a thing.
It's just something I'm 30, about to be 35. I recently, within like the last 3 years, learned how to do that.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Yeah, but it's great that you're learning now.
Yeah,
it's great.
I try.
Do you feel like people had assumptions about you because of who your dad is, like who you would be, who you were, who you become?
Certainly. Yeah, definitely. I do think that people typically have like that kind of stuck up notion,
stereotype,
which is far from the truth.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Far.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm just a kind of like, welp.
Yeah,
but like I'm very like figure it out. Like I don't need a lot of things. That also comes up in dating a lot too.
Okay.
Because, you know, my dad is a big gift giver. And he's, you know, the best. But I think people feel like, you know, you come from all this stuff and all the cars and all of this, and so guys kind of get intimidated that they can't give you that. And like I'm like, that sounds terrible, but I'm a pretty cheap date. Like I just want to be happy. Like I just want to be happy and fed. And so if that means,
and plus you already have it.
You have it.
Exactly. And so if that means that the date is getting like those hot dogs from Costco, then that's a beautiful date.
Hot dogs are
so good.
I have that, but
they're so good.
But you mentioned that being genuine is important to you, so that is the most important thing. And it has nothing to do with the material things.
No, it has nothing to do with the material things at all, as long as it's heartfelt. That's like the only thing I care about. So I definitely do think that people, you know, have kind of assumptions of me that I'll be a little stuck up, or I'll need things to be
happy,
you know, a certain way, or you know, certain things are too good for me, or I'm too good for whatever, and I never even think like that.
So would you ever like make the first move just because you know, like, you know, he's not gonna ask, or you just like, no, you need to ask me, you need to step up?
I ain't, girl, traditional.
No,
you never you wouldn't shoot your shot?
I do occasionally.
Okay.
I do. I mean,
I know that's right, girl.
Yeah, I'm not. If the vibe warrants it, it's so vibe dependent. It is not. I don't know. That's tricky.
You wouldn't slide into the DMs? Just
no.
Okay.
She said, "Girl, the DMs." I can't do that.
Okay.
But I'm good with in-person convos.
Like, that's even better though.
I'm very much the type of person, like if I'm making like eye contact with someone and they're not talking to me yet, like I'll just be like, "What's your name?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Break
like,
the ice a little bit.
Yes, like let's just stop doing this.
Yes.
Like
she said,
they're
let's
probably
just
just intimidated.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
and
ridiculous.
they don't know how to like get it out.
Yeah.
So you're just helping them out just a little bit.
Let's just cut.
Well, that's good
cut.
of
I mean,
you.
you're stunning, so I can
Exactly.
understand it.
Thank
Even
you.
people who
Yes.
don't know who your father is, like you're stunning.
Yeah, if
like,
you walk into a
so
CVS,
beautiful.
I'll be like,
like she's so
pretty.
cute. Yeah.
And so that can be
Yeah.
intimidating. So
Yeah.
you helping people out, because I know people that would be like, I don't care if he can't speak to me. I'm just like, oh my God, he's just scared.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
scared. He just scared y'all.
Yeah,
scared.
I can kind of tell when guys are afraid. I kind of like when they're afraid. So
Lucky.
yeah.
Okay, now
I
Miss
kinda like
Lucky.
So yeah, I'll usually cut the attention, but I can't slide into any
Okay,
DMs.
good for you.
And that's fair.
Yeah,
And that's fair.
that's
But
and
not hurt
I
them.
can only get to a certain point,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll like stop trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like to be approached. I fear.
I think we all.
We all
approach
do.
me, please. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
Approach
just
me, please.
part of
I'll
being
make it
a
easy
woman.
for you too. You
And
know
it's
what I
like,
mean?
men, that's part of your job.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
it
that's
is
your job.
It is.
Go and
I
find
know
me.
we're in the women's movement and
Yeah.
all this, but
Yeah,
that some
but-
stuff
Yeah.
needs to stay the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are a creator naturally. It seems like
I'd
you
say
talk
so.
about it, and you're a dancer, and you express yourself through creativity.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lip gloss line
I do.
called Pretty Lucky Lips.
Yes.
So what inspired Pretty Lucky Lips?
Well, I had, again, like there was always something creative happening in the mix. When I was much younger, so my mom is a costumer, and she really wanted, that's actually how my parents met.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. They met on set because I don't know what show it was, but my dad was on a show and my mom was head of costuming.
Oh, dope.
And so she like put on his like jacket and my dad was like, oh, you have on my jacket. And my mom was like, it's my jacket because I'm the head of costuming. And so then they kind of like met that way.
Oh,
But
that's cute.
it's actually really cute.
Yeah.
But so she, you know, taught me how to sew. I would go to sewing camps and she's like so cool.
Your mother doesn't play, honey.
No, she
really is badass.
She really does not play. She
Yeah.
had us in everything under
my
the sun.
goodness.
She was so serious. She was like, no, you guys are
Yes.
gonna be
You're gonna know how.
Something.
Yes.
You're going to know how.
something.
Shout out to
something.
mama.
Yeah.
And she always tells me that I need to have, now she always is like, you have to have a job that AI can't take over. So she's like, yeah, she always tells me that. Always. She really wants me and Raquel to go to barbery school. She wants us to be barbers because she's like, no robot can be a barber. I'm like, okay,
It's
girl.
true.
But just
Yeah.
the way that she's thinking and the way that she
Yeah.
is encouraging you.
Exactly.
Love it.
She's forward thinking.
I love it.
She's the best. She's literally the
Love
best.
it.
But I went to a lot of sewing schools and I was always obsessed with skirts. So she was like, oh, let's do a skirt line. And it was never something that occurred to me. But I just thought I was really, really young and I thought it was cool that I could have a line of things I made. And so that kind of, you know, connected the business juices flowing in my head. I always thought, as I got older, I always thought I was going to be a creative director because I was obsessed with dance. Like, it was literally my whole life. I was a competitive dancer for years. I had like won a bunch of titles. I had choreographed a lot of stuff. I had like guest choreographed and you know, I had done a lot of things. I was captain of the cheer team.
Okay.
I you know, used to style photo shoots for people. I used to put together concepts for photo shoots. So I always thought that would be my eventual lane. Like I would creative, direct, choreographed, you know, shows or music videos or something. I didn't quite know how to make that a bit like how to make it a thing. I didn't really know how to do it, but I just knew I was good at it.
Okay.
I knew I was good at making things look nice. That was the only thing that I knew in my head that I was really good at.
Okay.
And so I took my mom again. I'm so glad I can talk about this now, but she would make us do all these things where I'd be like, this is pointless. Like, this is so useless. I don't want to do that. And then later on, it's like the best thing I've done. It's the best thing I did. So I went during COVID, I'm like miserable. It's like my senior year. And she made us do this business camp. And I was
Senior
like,
year of high
Mama
school.
loves a camp.
oh my gosh.
I need to go to her
ridiculous.
school. I need to go to a camp.
No.
We need to go to Mama camp.
It's the Lorna Kyles School of Hard Knocks.
Okay.
Like, actually, she always had us. I had to go to a debate camp. I had to do the French camp, and then this business camp. It was a real estate and business camp.
Wow, she really was setting the foundation for you, honey.
She was not
Oh
playing.
my
It was an
goodness.
intensive.
Yeah.
And so you got into, it was a competition. You got into groups and you take this bit of real estate and you flip it with a business idea. Like you
Okay.
construct a business idea out of this piece of real
That's
estate.
so dope.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
It was really
Yeah.
cool.
Outstanding.
And it was through Cornell University.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really, really
Very
cool,
cool.
actually.
Yeah.
But it was during COVID, so it had to be online, which was why I was like, this sucks. But it would have been fun if I was able to go there and like the world
Yeah.
wasn't shut down.
Yeah.
But I was like, girl, this is miserable. But I won the competition.
Stop.
I gagged. I won the competition. And then I was like, whoa, like business. I was like, wow, that's so cool. Like,
Oh, wow.
it was really, really amazing, actually. And so then that kind of, again, ignited
That started to propel this
the idea
idea
for business. I got really into makeup. I actually famously hated makeup because I was a competitive dancer and you have to wear.
Oh, you have to wear
That
it all the
red
time.
lipstick.
Yeah, not the red lipstick.
Oh my
They all
God.
had red lipstick
No,
on.
it's so that red. It was ruby. What's that?
Ruby
mascara?
red.
Ruby woo.
Yes.
Ruby woo. to be Ruby Roo, and I
And
was like,
everybody
where's
wore
it
it.
from
And those wings.
Not the
Yes.
wings.
Yes,
No,
the
I'm
wings,
serious.
the lashes.
They all have the same
It was
makeup
a lot.
on. Yeah.
It was a lot.
It's a lot.
And so, and my mom would come to the competitions with me with her little makeup
Bag.
and I'd be like, "Ooh, girl, please don't put that on me."
Yeah.
Like, I just hated it, and I
Yeah.
also had eczema, so I had like full body
Yeah.
eczema type. It was not cute, and so I just would feel like my lips would get so itchy, like scratching, stuff off, or I would feel so uncomfortable wearing makeup, and so I just did not like it.
Okay.
I eventually, when you get into high school, I was like, ooh, I want lip gloss, and like I want to start wearing makeup. Yeah, and so I would like go to like the beauty store and get like clear.
Black girl clear.
Yeah.
Black girl clear.
Exactly. And so I just became obsessed with that. And then I just got really into makeup. I started really I thought I was going to transition into doing like makeup for film and television and like theater.
Okay.
And so then during my gap year, I had expressed that to my family, and they're like, okay, well, you should go to makeup school. So I did two. I did a cosmetic.
Good for you, sis.
It was really cool. I got a cosmetic certification from a school in Spain, in Barcelona.
Okay.
And I was there for maybe like 2 to 3 months. And then I went to the Makeup Forever Academy in Paris. And then I was there for a lot longer. And that one was like super intense. And that's when I really kind of cemented everything. And that was like, you like are in school and all of my instruction was in French.
Okay, let's pause.
Yeah.
So after you went overseas and you did your cosmetology, when did this get birthed? How soon was that?
It got
gap
birthed during.
So during all of you, wow.
So it actually was birthed during COVID, but nothing was open. The idea was there, but nothing could actually come into fruition because like China was shut down. Everything was shut down.
So the formulas and you figuring out how to get it into this packaging, when did that start?
That started around 2020. I graduated 2021.
So I guess I'm trying to figure out like the timeline. So it's COVID, you're going to cosmetology school, you're learning the lay of the land, and then
I'm just stuck on your mom foretelling about the French.
Yes.
And then
she
years
goes
later,
back. Yes.
You're in French school.
Yeah.
That is wild.
No, she was serious.
She knew. I mean, it's like she knew.
She was serious. Well, we had already been going to France and going to school there every single summer. And so we would go to school there and everything would be in French. We had a friend out there who would take us. She would take me to school. I'd go to school for like 3 hours, and then she would just talk to me all day. And actually, the friend that we had that lived there was a makeup artist. I actually should mention that because that's actually kind of how I got into it. When I was 16 and I went to France over the summer, we used to have a nanny in California. Okay. And that nanny had a friend that still lived in France. Okay. Because our nanny was from Paris. And so her friend that lived in France said, oh, when they come out here, I'll take her around and I'll, be with her for when she's not in school. And so that's exactly what she did. She'd pick me up in the morning. She'd take me to school. She taught me how to use the metro in Paris. Okay. And then afterwards, we would go do her little adventures and she would talk to me. She didn't know any English. Okay. So she would talk to me all day in French. And she was a makeup artist for Dior. Okay. Wow. And so that was the time when I started to see, because at that time I hated makeup, and that was the time where I started to see that makeup was really, really cool. Yeah. Okay. Because I remember we went to she had a photo shoot to do. She used to do the makeup for Miss France. Okay. And we had a photo shoot to do for her, and she was like turning her into a lion. And she was doing all of this like amazing work on her face, and it just like transported her. And I remember being absolutely amazed that makeup could do that type of magic, that type of transformation. Okay. Yeah, Yeah. And so I thought it was absolutely amazing. Like I just thought it was the best thing ever. And so that was kind of watching her do that was kind of the moment where it started to kick in for me.
That was your
makeup.
inspiration, I
Yes,
guess,
it was
into
absolutely
getting
her.
into
She
it.
was.
What a story.
Wow.
Lucky. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And so then years later, when I was 18, I ended up going to the Makeup Forever school.
Okay.
The idea was already in my head
Okay.
about Pretty Lucky, but there was not really a way to kickstart it
get
into
it
like
off.
formulas and this and that.
Okay.
I think we had tried a little bit before I had started traveling, like
Okay.
that summer before I started traveling. But we hadn't found exactly what it was gonna be.
Okay.
It was gonna look actually like completely different.
Okay.
Like everything was.
yeah.
And then I took my year of traveling. I finished at the Makeup Forever Academy, got my certifications. I came back. My mom made me go to lash school as well. She wanted me to be a lash tech.
Like to install the
Yeah,
individuals.
okay.
Yeah, she was
So you could do Pretty Lucky lashes.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. No,
Okay.
she
Okay.
she
So
was going to make
so
sure
this
there was
is
Pretty
the
Lucky
beginning
everything.
of a brand
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty Lucky Lips is not going to just be lips. Hopefully, it's going to
Yeah.
be Pretty Lucky
You're gonna scale
Cosmetics.
it out. So what is your
1000%.
plan? I mean,
Yeah.
without telling all your secrets,
Yeah.
like how do you plan on, or how would you like to scale the business?
Yeah.
So we actually have thought about doing lashes next.
Okay.
Because a lip and a lash.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Is all
Yeah.
you need.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
And I love.
Lashes,
Lashes.
lips.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to kind of also in that kind of French aesthetic of things as well. Something I learned from going to school out there is French women are very minimal with
Very
their makeup.
minimal.
I wouldn't have
Yes.
thought that.
Very,
Good to
very
know.
minimal.
Very
Yeah.
minimal, very chic.
Okay.
They love a bare face and like a bold
It's like
lip.
skincare almost, like
Yeah.
skincare-esque
Yeah.
makeup.
Mhm.
Very
Okay.
no makeup.
Yeah, they love a bold lip,
Mhm.
a little mascara maybe, and you know, maybe a cheek tint.
Yeah, like a pinch, just to look like your cheeks have been
Yeah.
pinched. It's
But
very.
they're very minimal, very
Okay.
chic.
Mhm.
And so I think kind of in that same vein,
Yeah.
the idea of having a company that's just lashes and lips
Yeah.
is like in that same kind of, you know, minimal chic.
Aesthetic.
I love
Okay.
that. Very fresh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And but it's classic though. It
Yeah.
will never go out.
Exactly.
And you can have the brand
Yeah.
forever and ever. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Yeah, that's
So-
very smart.
So you're building this brand.
hmm
What is it like to build something outside of your father?
It's interesting. Yeah, you know what? I always think about that because I think in my roommate and best friend, I always have the conversation about being called a Nepo baby or a Nepo child. And that's not something that ever really, we don't think of it. Of course, people call us that.
Yeah.
But I don't, it didn't compute to me that that's what I was because my father's not in the cosmetic space.
Yeah. And you've studied and you've went to school
You
for
have
all of these
studied,
things.
child.
So
You have
yeah.
studied and
that
studied.
can't be something that's attached to you
Exactly.
because you've
You've learned an
worked for
entire
this.
language.
You studied
Thank
for
you.
this. Yeah.
right.
That's
right.
what
An
it's
entire
like.
language.
And so yeah, I think just I think people assume, you know, sometimes when you're like a celebrity child and you have like a business now that you're like not really in those meetings and like, you know, you're just slapping your name on something
Or
and
it falls on your lap.
exactly,
and, yeah.
exactly. But it just really wasn't that type of situation. I had to be in every single meeting.
Good for you.
I was on every single email thread, still am. Like
Yeah.
it's an obsession for me. And so and also the I had to prove to my parents that I really wanted it.
Yeah.
Like my parents having a business is an investment.
Yeah.
And thank God my parents believe in me enough. But I had to really prove to them, like I had to make business plans and
Yeah.
like present it to them and be like, this is my business. Like they're investors. Like
Yeah.
and they took it seriously.
Yeah.
Like it was a very serious ordeal. They really had to know that I was in it to win it.
Yeah.
It had to make sense for them
Yeah.
because
Yes.
their investment is a risk.
Exactly.
So it's like
Yeah.
it needs to make sense for them.
Exactly. And
but
so
also they can get you to the door, but they can't. The work has to be done by
Yeah.
you.
1000%.
I mean, once they open this door, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do once you get in the
Yeah.
door?
1000%.
So, yeah.
And so my dad didn't come to any meetings.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Yeah.
my like it. He wasn't. I don't even know if he knew I was like really doing it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. It wasn't like, you know, supposed to be an extension of him. And so I just think. I mean, I feel so because we always did things growing up and made things that didn't feel like they were attached to him.
Yeah.
It didn't feel any different than, you know, going to a dance competition or, you know, being in a school play or doing this or doing that. It didn't feel
good
any different in that sense. But I did have the feeling even at that time when I was 18. I say that like I'm so much older now. It was 4 years ago. But I say that like even at that time, I knew that it was going to be big for me. And I took it so serious. And I was, you know, really, really hyper and excited about it. And so I was just excited. Like, I really wanted to get the ball rolling. No one tells you, though, when you start businesses that it takes a long time. And so that was the hardest thing I had to grapple with, is that it was going to take me 4 years to eventually get it to
where it is.
And so I just kept on, like, just praying and, like, just hoping and wishing. And honestly, thank God for that, because if I had rushed the process, slapped something on a bottle and just, you know, put it out there, then I wouldn't have had the team that I have now. Shout out the team. I wouldn't have had, you know, the brand identity and the image I had now. Throughout the 4 years, I grew so much as a person in what I liked and what I wanted and what was important to me, and that translated into the brand as well. It, like, so much aesthetically. And like, nothing would have been the same if I had rushed the process and just been like, okay, let's drop it. Because, you know, you tell people, like, oh, this is what I want to do, and then they're like, oh, where is it? And then it's kind of like, well, tick like, where is it? Where is it?
You were building it, and you were putting a lot of, you know, studying and intention behind it. Let's take a look at what you have. You know, for the sake of time, I know we have a little bit of time left. I do want you to choose. Well, first of all, tell us what we have. The shades.
I love
and you know, pick a shade that represents legacy.
Tell us about the formula as well. The formulas.
What the colors are and how you got there.
This is only half the line.
Should we show the camera? Like, do we need to pick them up?
At the end.
Okay, perfect.
So this is Goddess. That's Kiss Me. I think that's her. And then that at the end is Obsessed.
How do you come up with the names?
It's just a combination of me and my mom.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom she has like way cuter like name ideas than me.
Those are cute. They're so cute.
But yeah, I think it just kind of like they blossom just from how they feel. Like, I don't think there wasn't a true kind of theme to them. I do try to pick sayings or things that I say. So, and just like how it feels. Like, we called this one Obsessed because I was like, I'm obsessed with that color. Like, I love it.
And they're beautiful.
Thank you.
So before we transition into our next segment, is there a specific shade that represents legacy?
I will say, I'm going to pick up this one.
Okay.
I'll say her represents legacy, just because it was the first shade that I believe this was one of the first ones I tried. Wow. And it was important to me. This is also a color I keep in my bag at all times.
Okay. Is that what you're wearing?
Yes.
Okay.
I quite literally always have one of these in my bag. It's just like the perfect kind of gold shimmer.
Ooh.
And it looks good on your skin.
Yeah, it does.
It looks so good.
It does.
It's super light. It's really, really, it comes on. It's not even iridescent. It just has this like very light kind of clear, but also like coated shimmer.
Yeah.
And it's also our like most sold out one right now. So I'll
that's your flagship color.
This is our flagship color.
I love that.
Yeah. Where do you see this in 5 years? Like, what's the hope and the dream for Pretty Lucky Lips?
The hope and the dream for Pretty Lucky Lips is that it becomes a all-encompassing beauty brand. I'd like to do body. I'd like to do fragrance. I want to do it all. So in 5 years, I hope that it's not just Pretty Lucky Lips. I hope that it's
speak it into
cheers.
existence.
Exactly.
Pretty
Yes.
Lucky Lips.
Cheers to
Thank you.
Pretty Lucky Lips. Good for you, sis. You're so young, so wise, and already doing so much. Good for you, girl.
Thank you, guys.
For you.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a segment on Born to the Game called Impersonating Greatness. It's where we ask our guests to lovingly impersonate their parents. So give us Cedric, but the dad edition.
The dad edition, I don't know. There's not a real way to impersonate it, but because he has a terrible tactic of taking my food.
Oh.
Every time I'm eating something, he always is like, baby, let me get some. Like always, always, always. So he's like, can I have a little piece of bacon? Just give me a little corner. Like he always takes my food. So that's something I would say. Or a saying that reminds me of him is, do you want to share a steak? That's what he always says.
Do you want to share a steak?
Mm-hmm. Because we're the only people in our family that eat meat.
Oh.
So he's always like, do you want to share a steak?
Oh.
I know. It's our little thing.
Those are cute.
Is there a lesson that he's taught you that has stuck?
I think the lesson that he's taught me that stuck the most is definitely some dating advice. And just to not ever dull my sparkle down for anyone. Yeah, that's definitely something that he always, always, always instills in me. And just to continue shining no matter what. So yeah.
Good advice.
Great advice.
Great advice.
So we also have a segment on Born to the Game called Legacy Object. It's where our guests bring something small that holds a big story, an item that represents where they come from, what they carry with them, and how legacy shows up in everyday life. So Lucky, what did you bring today?
I brought it, I don't know if it's allowed. I brought a photo.
Yeah,
But like it's on
anything.
my phone.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know if that was
Girl, it's
all right.
anything. It's anything that represents
We had
you.
someone bring in a pen.
Yeah, a microphone.
cute.
We've had pictures before.
We've had
brought.
books.
Yeah.
That is adorable. Okay. Well, we have I just think my favorite thing ever is my family calls me like just a photo album.
So you
Like,
take all the pictures.
I take all the pictures, but I also find all the
All the
pictures.
old pictures. Okay.
And I think they're always really confused as to like how I found it because they're like, what are you digging through? Like to find these. But I really do dig because I think it's so cute just like to have all these old photos. But I brought this photo of my brother and I sleeping on my dad.
Oh.
And we just look so cute.
So what does that picture mean to you?
I just think it's so sweet.
Yeah.
And I'm always constantly in this position with my father. I'm always cuddling him in some way.
Oh, look at.
Yes. And especially at this time, we used to take naps together. That was like our time together.
Quality time. Yeah.
Yes, because he's always so tired.
Yeah.
Because he's always, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he's like narcoleptic or something. He's like
Yeah.
always sleeping.
Yeah.
And so I just think this picture is really sweet. We were traveling here. We went somewhere for a show. And so I just think it's adorable.
That is
Yeah.
Just my brother and I.
And it represents how important family is to
Yes.
you. And
Yes.
no matter how busy your dad is and what he has going on, and we all know he has so much on his plate, he makes time for you.
Always.
Family, his children. So that's beautiful.
Always, always, always.
That's beautiful.
He's the best.
Yes.
Love you, Dad.
What's one legacy that you would want to be remembered for? Like, what legacy are you creating? And what's one thing you would say to your dad? It's like a double question.
I think one legacy I want to be remembered for definitely, and something that we try to pour into Pretty Lucky as a brand, is authenticity. We talked a little bit before about being genuine.
Yeah.
Authenticity is definitely at the corner and like one of the pillars of Pretty Lucky and what we try to do to make everyone feel like the best version of themselves. And so something I personally always want to do is I always want to talk. I'd like to be, what's it called? Oh, I'd like to be someone who makes everyone feel like someone. Does that make sense?
Yes, no, it does.
Okay, yeah.
It does.
So
yes.
I always I just want to make people feel good.
Yeah.
So I hope that that's what people are saying about me when I'm not around, and I hope that's the legacy that I leave behind.
Well, you have made us feel phenomenal in this last hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like, you really are a bundle of joy.
Thank
and so
you.
that is a legacy that you have left with Tamara and I. If there's
guys are so
one
sweet.
thing that you could say to your dad, what would you say?
I'd say, Father, I love you, and that you're so hardworking, and just such a chiller, and like I'm really glad that you're my dad. Like, honestly, he's really truly the best. He's a really great father.
Oh, we love Cedric. He really is just like a big teddy bear.
He's just the best.
You know, but we also have one more surprise for you. We can't end the day without having a little bit of a surprise.
Oh my God.
So
Oh. Oh my God.
so press play.
Wait, this is petrifying.
Hey, what's up? Big shout out, man. Cedric the Entertainer here. I just wanted to send a big commend you. Really proud of you to my daughter, Lucky Rose, founder of Pretty Lucky Lips and Pretty Lucky Cosmetics. You know, you worked very hard on this project, man. Many years of having an adoration for the world of skincare and makeup, and you know, had a dream about doing this, and you started to lock in on the idea, and you put that time in. You really did. I have watched you be on Zoom meetings for hours to care about the marketing, the packaging, the way that you source it, and what you were actually bringing to the marketplace. The idea, you've been through so many photo shoots and marketing campaigns and hires and non-hires, and the process that it takes to build something. People don't know these things don't happen overnight. And you show dedication to that, all while being graceful and kind and purposeful about your goals. And all the while doing that as a college student. So I'm proud of you. Your grades are strong. Your friendship group is great. Your smile is radiant. Your attitude is positive. And yet you are building something that will be a legacy for you. You got your name on it and you care about it, that it does represent that. So congratulations to you. Keep up the good work. Keep being a great example. Keep letting that light shine from deep within inside you, and you go forth and you do great things. All right. I love you. I love you. You know I do. You know, I'll be having favors, but come on now. When it comes
He
to my
always
favors.
says that.
All right, Face. I love you so much, man. I'll be great. Hope this podcast is great. Mariah, keep rocking. You know, me and your dad is my dog right there. But again, I appreciate that. Born to the Game podcast. This is hot. I love what it's all about. And again, you continue to strive and let your own light shine and become your own individual star in this world. I love it. All right. God bless. All right, Lucky. All right. I'll holler.
Thank you, Sadie.
Oh,
That was so cute.
He's so good.
He loves his
Thank you,
baby.
Sadie.
I love him. I was like, wait, when I saw his little face, I was like, oh my God, am I in trouble?
No, he loves you so much. He
Never
loves
been
you
so
so
much.
much.
So
And he
cute.
even just to wrap this, you
Yeah.
work extremely hard.
Yeah.
And that is something,
Thanks,
again,
guys.
the biggest stereotype about children in this industry is that everything is handed. And Tamara has mentioned it. Our dads and your mom can help you get into a door, but it's still up to you to work, to stay in there, to navigate those relationships, to network, to work hard. And that's what you're doing. You're studying, you're trying to run a business. So good for you. Keep going. We're so proud of you. You have a support system. You have a village who's there to help just continue lifting you up. So you're doing the thing, girl. You're so beautiful. And thank you for joining us. This was such a beautiful.
Thank you guys for having me.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
my
this
first
was
podcast.
so.
Oh, really?
Was it?
Yeah.
It was so
Well, you give a great
fun.
interview.
You really
Yes,
do.
you
You're a
give a
great
great
storyteller.
Yes, absolutely.
This was beautiful. So I
having a
hope
good
you're
time.
not nervous next time you get on the couch. I
Right.
hope this
I'll
is
try my
something
best.
you're used to, because you're
Well, get
you're a
used to it,
natural.
honey.
That's what I'm saying.
Get
You're a
used to it.
natural.
Yeah.
You're a natural.
Thank you, guys.
Alrighty. Thank you for joining us today on Born to the Game. I'm your host, Mariah.
And Tamara.
And make sure to like, follow, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time. Yay! Good